Yeah, I got you. You see the spike mark.
That was probably pretty loud. Was it loud?
It was just a nice. I don't know. It was a ping. Need a new bat. Needed a new bat to defend your home from black people.
You know, it's kind of like I always thought those people. If anyone, if someone wanted to like really break in, they would just bust the window down. You know, so really we're just kind of given the. Oh, you want to hear something funny? Actually, earlier we pulled the crossfire out of the barn.
The car. You checking? You did? Good.
All right.
Good. That one's red. We're all here. Karen can hear us. She isn't all like.
Yeah. Anyway, we have so the keys are down there. This is so stupid.
Yeah.
The key in the crossfire was just there. I was like, oh, got it. Meanwhile, my dad has like an older. It was his dad's car. It's like in the garage too. It's like nice stored, nice car. And he's looking. He can't find the key. And he's looking. He can't find the key. And we pull the crossfire out. And I come back down. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's in the car. He's like, I can't find the key. I hid it. It's like, he's like, when the migrants are coming, I hid the keys. I can't find them now. He was dead serious.
That's insane.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I guess they could end up here, right?
I mean, it's a nice spot, I guess, if you wanted to hide in there, but I was like, well, look what you and I'm like, I'm the paranoid one.
I mean, you like to think you don't live in that world, but it's
you do.
Lo and behold,
you do.
You're the unsuspecting one.
But the thing is, I've never seen my whole time out here, I've never seen a person out here at night other than anyone.
I mean, if there's anybody walking around out here in the middle of the night, they should get shot in the head, probably.
It's me, the one walking around at night, if anything. Yeah.
I'd love to walk around here in the middle of the night.
It is cool.
Yeah, well, there's no power lines if you look out that way. It's kind of
out in the field one night. I don't know if I showed you. It was a short film I did a couple years ago, and my one friend, she shot it. And we shot it back there, so she came over and we scouted the whole location. But her and I were out there. It was 3 a.m. and it was so scary. We were just walking around, and there was possums and shit. Yeah, she ended up driving home that night back to Detroit, 4 a.m.
Nice, dude.
She was insomniac. She never slept. Yeah, would sleep during the day, stay up all night.
Dude, yeah, I mean Tarkov. It's a tough life.
Would play Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Animal Crossing. Naturally.
The food, all that's good stuff.
Yeah.
But it is fun at night. It would be fun to do a podcast out there at night. It'd be scary.
Yeah, it would be fun to do a podcast
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. It's my grandma's having her birthday in a couple of weeks in Ohio. It's in June or something. But I was like, it'd be fun if Grant recorded the event or something. I'm like, realistically, how much would it cost you, or how much would you charge to record a 2-hour event?
How much? Well, what kind of video would you want? What's the what do you want?
Maybe you could do an interview thing. I'm not. This is just hypothetical, truly. I mean,
and I have to drive down.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a big job there.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's gas money involved too. So that's $100. Maybe $70 in gas, at least.
I mean, it would be thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
In editing it, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good gig. Nobody would.
Who's your mom want? Who's looking to it?
No, I was just thinking. I'm like, that would just be. I was just thinking as a realistic job.
I could make something, yeah, for her, but yeah, it would be thousands.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me. I just made some money on Eigen or something. I just made $2. Let me check my portfolio. But no, I'm gonna go into that. Well, so I feel like they're gonna give an opportunity to do an open mic sort of thing. Well, no, that's what I'm imagining.
Well, you should warm it up. You shouldn't necessarily. You should warm them up. Give a nice speech.
Yeah,
with some funniness.
I want to do some Bible verses in German.
Oh man,
is that crazy? Is that fucking insane to
Who's gonna be there?
Family, The church. It's at the church apparently that I went to as a child.
And it's your grandma, the Donald Trump fan.
My
Trump
Austrian grandmother, dude.
Trump girl.
I think it'd be very touching to speak Genesis in German.
So what kind of video package are you are you thinking like something like like a memorial? Or are you trying to like interview her about things?
No. It just like general like montage of the event and like possibly interviews for people that want to speak any words about Anna or whatever.
And probably an interview of Anna.
Yeah. Maybe if she
one
feels
video,
inclined.
like 5 minutes.
She's like a whole figure. Every birthday every year is in the newspaper.
Oh, so she's like known.
Yeah.
Well, who's fun in this party? I mean, what do we got? What are we talking?
Dude, I mean, there's some characters.
Who's throwing the bash?
My aunt, her biological daughter, her eldest, like texted me, and like the invitation. It was very odd the way it was like worded.
What about the church?
I mean, the church got money. I would assume so.
Churches got money. What is it? A nice church?
You can't. No, they don't have like a band. They don't have a rock band.
Oh,
yeah, it's more traditional. It's more traditional.
Well, that's cool. No, I don't want like one of those like youth power group churches. Like
you'd be doing this
I'm
more for like God points, more so. You get like afterlife points or whatever. You know.
I do enough of that. I do enough of free work. I think I put enough free work out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like it's a very touching. I see what could be made.
Yeah. Well, also I was just like thinking if we like made a weekend out of the whole thing, because then I'm gonna go to Columbus afterwards. I'm gonna go to Columbus that Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna try and do spots. I'm gonna try and do like 4 spots at least while I'm down there to make that worth it.
I could always just go with you to Columbus one time.
Yeah. Yeah. I should just ask you to go things more. I'm so queer about asking you to go do things. But I'm not going to ask you on tape because that's
like
bad.
Chicago would be cool.
Something like that.
New York would be cool.
I just get so pissed nervous about driving places and doing things. But it's never...
Flying to New York would be cool.
No, we can drive there, but it's just like, man.
Dude, driving to New York would be ass. It's like, I've done it.
Well, like Chicago's doable, though, right? It's still ass.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking like for like the people and the crowds. Like
it'll be more...
New York would be awesome. For your type of stuff you talk about.
Yeah.
You would get some reactions.
God.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
But the thing is, though, Jacob, the thing is with these areas, though, they're younger people now.
There.
The people there, like 5 years, I don't, it could be different. I don't know the young people as much.
I know.
I don't know the young
Stand-up's so scary, dude.
The music's all different. Like, the culture's different. The movies are different now. Like, everything's different now.
Yeah.
Like, everything's kind of
everybody's gay
now. Well, everyone's kind of gay then.
Everybody's trans.
But now everyone's trans. Yeah, now it's just to another...
Everyone's
non-binary.
Trooned out, dude.
They were like that then, but now it's like, I don't know. And then what are the people that were my age that are still there?
Yeah. It's not really a bug. It's just kind of like a side effect that's just, it's just, I shouldn't roll my eyes. It's very beautiful. And, you know,
but anyway, I'm just saying like cities are pop. There's just more action.
Yeah. Every transgender I follow basically lives in Chicago or like the Dominican Republic.
So Chicago, all right.
Or like Texas for some reason, like Austin or whatever.
Well, Austin's, that's...
Certain hubs. Just every hub you would imagine. If you got like a check
Well, it's like I was saying, it's just like the film thing. It's like, it's the same goes for comedy. Like, you're going to have, it's the same thing. It's the cities of entertainment.
Yeah. I think...
Cities where that kind of industry is around.
Columbus is more nocturnal than Detroit is able to be,
Well, Columbus is more of a college area. You have younger people.
Certainly.
But Detroit has that still, too. I mean, Detroit's vast. Detroit's big. There's a lot of types of people. A lot of people from all over the country that live in Detroit, too, you know. But you don't hear much about, like, a Detroit comedy scene. I mean, you do. I don't know. Like, who's
that's
a
the
famous
thing.
Detroit comic?
You highlighted it perfectly.
Tim Allen?
You've highlighted it perfectly. It's not, that's not even the proper word. It's just, it's not as important, or it doesn't have the same cultural impact. It's almost like a parody of other cities, unfortunately. Well, and honestly, I think it's held back by deeply rooted like ideological boundaries.
Because of the internet, that was Charles Gambino.
Here we go.
Because of the internet, though, everything has become like a... not even intentionally a parody of things though, because people just try to replicate anything they kind of see, and they think, well, if this is how this is what it is, or this is am I doing it right? Am I doing it this way? Am I doing it like Tony Hinchcliffe?
Are people nodding and smiling?
Am I monetized yet?
I love Tony Hinchcliffe.
Am I
Rick Glassman yet?
Am I, that's what I mean. It's always like there's this mirror, but it's one way.
But they are, but
and it's always looking. It's not looking at you though.
You could be the roast master though. You could be the new roast master, Grand General, following Jeff Ross and then Tony.
Jeff Ross was pretty funny.
Yeah, he was. I would never really in
the roasts.
Yeah, roasts. Love roasts. Dude, that's the thing. Detroit, they love roast. Everybody's been at roast. I've been going to these mics. Everybody's just been at roast. They're like, yeah, all the comedians, they're all at. They're roasting Petite McDaniels tonight at the Crud Hug or whatever. I don't know. That's a real comedian, Petite McDaniels, and Archibald.
That's what's kind
Chivalry.
of awkward too. Like when you roast someone that you can tell that people don't really know.
Yeah, it's just there's some. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just not a scene that doesn't seem real. It seems like so. Unfortunately, the best comics at the top actually it's so their aim is so off. It's like once you've conquered Detroit, unless you've like actually traveled outside of it, it's like it really doesn't mean that much. But it's like a stepping stone. Really, it should be it's seen as a stepping stone.
It's just more territory to spread.
Yeah, but you really, I don't know. I speak as if I've like done really anything.
Well, you're just good at analyzing things necessarily. You're just kind of what you're doing. You're just kind of.
I try not to be like so
stepping back. You're not really necessarily like putting yourself like you're saying that you're. You know what I mean? You're just kind of seeing you're saying what you see
as a structure.
Yeah,
yeah, and how it just works. It's just how it works.
Behavior too, and just how things are kind of. You're just saying what you see. There's nothing wrong with that. Just like that grass is green. You're saying what you see. And you're trying to work within it too.
You're damn right.
It makes you seem like you're
bitter,
putting it down.
Yeah,
not even, but you're really just kind of saying what you're seeing.
Well, it's like I don't have to say why I got in trouble because
what happened? Yeah, you went to 2 mics Friday?
I've been to like 4 recently. When was it, Friday? No, I went to 2 on Tuesday. I went to one in Detroit. I was like near Wayne State. I was at Common Palm. It was dead. It was completely dead or whatever. It was all comedians in there. And I opened with like a fucking, like a cholo. So this is my opener, dude. It sucks so bad, but it's been working really easy. I go up and I guess like, so you ever think that like instead of learning to walk, you just like kind of learn how not to fall down? And it kind of rips. And then I like,
some giggles,
and I get some giggles. I'm sorry. I speak cholo when I'm nervous. It fucking like kind of rips. I'm like, this is fine. This is good. People like cholo voice because the migrants. But then I immediately go into like, I don't think anybody will steal this. There's some jokes that I'm like, these are so good that if I said them at certain places, somebody would like start ripping these off, like almost definitely. But, all right. But do I have to tell the whole joke? It's so lame. But it's basically, I do a Hail Hitler, and then I start like speaking German. And I did it as the second joke in an empty bar with like just like comics. And it was because it was like where it was. I'm pretty sure I followed an F to M like trans person that looked like their father. Essentially, it was like a girl that looked like turned herself into her father by inject. It was very like.
What is that?
She looked.
Why did she want to look like her dad?
That was basically her whole set, like revolved around like her father and shit. It was really, it was very funny. I mean, I was cracking up, but
that's funny. Yeah.
But I mean, it was somewhat distasteful. They'd say what I was doing because they were sitting right up front, but they took it. They took it like champs. It was all really cool. The thing is, it all ended up being really cool, but it was like.
You were distasteful.
I felt it was somewhat distasteful, but I stuck by my guns. I'm like, I'm doing this. I doubled down. I didn't like. I like half-assed apologize.
You put your feet down and you kind of.
I didn't hit him with the facts. I didn't talk about the facts. I'm like, I'll spare you guys. I won't tell you all that I know. I simply alluded to that I might know a little bit more than the average Joe.
You know more. You're closer to. Well, You have a
I have an odd.
you have a different perception of the man that many don't understand, and I think it's encouraging. I think it's a, it's needed to be talked about.
I think that's all it is. It's not. It's not like an endorsement. It's simply.
Here's some more. You're saying what you're seeing.
It needs to be
It's more
spoken about with
information.
more transparency. It's like here's the thing.
Let's not forget about certain things, or let's not try to cover things up with just
The problem is,
stories.
if the guy was such a big deal, Grant, why did we not dedicate a whole semester to Hitler? Why, if he is such a big deal, did we not dedicate a whole semester to understanding the psychological?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
well, then it's
because
like
that
we don't want
crosses
people to
courses-
be like.
Because that crosses courses that goes into
Well,
psychology and then that goes into history.
But what you can do is you
don't
can
learn that much in school.
you should learn everything about him and then explaining like the whole like you should understand the depth of human depravity because
But
it's
we
in
don't-
you. It's the
that's
same.
public school.
I
Like, you're not
know.
gonna-
This is insane. This is why we homeschool. This is why we homeschool your children. Then you teach them about. Then you.
I mean, the thing I think that like
First-
the deepest we went in psychology in like high school was like type A personalities, type B.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you weren't even talking about like
Which is
Freud and like
you
Jung.
do that in college and in your own reading and shit, but it's like
I mean, it has
Not
to
in
be
high
your own
school.
reading. It has to
it
be
has to.
the algorithm ushering you down. The spider spinning.
or anything like for me, a lot of stuff that I always got was like the artists I listened to. I got in what they were reading. That was like my algorithm before there was an algorithm. Kind of, it was just like, oh, what did they study? Oh, I'll study the same things they studied. Oh, I'll look into the exact same things they did, kind of, and then, and it's all traced through like, yeah, it's all there, and then yeah, now we have algorithms, where, like you said, yeah.
Or maybe the algorithm has already had us for so long. Maybe we never really had a real choice in the stuff that we were bound to get into.
No,
I don't know. maybe I'm being too insane. Maybe I'm gonna.
we didn't have algorithms when we were children.
Well,
We had marketing. There was but even
in
then,
a sense.
there was-
Well, I mean, in a sense, I think we did. I think there was in a very
it's
loose
marketed
sense.
to you.
Yeah,
That's an algorithm.
we didn't have Grok and GPT, but
didn't
we
have it- it
still
wasn't
had.
like-
There wasn't.
It wasn't like processed.
There was still something weaving a
It was
cosmic
human.
narrative.
Human. It was more human then.
Well, no, it was the technological mother. It's more like that cosmic AI
You
shit.
like the script.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 You're brushing onto something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that's the thing too in the script. Well, I don't. Brad Pitt, if you're listening,
That's all.
I didn't really say much about the cosmic twister out there
The vortex.
or in there.
Mm.
That's the thing. Everyone thinks it's out there. It's inside. What's more unseen than inside the earth?
The inside of yourself.
I'm just saying, like, we can see space.
Yeah.
You can't see inside Earth.
You can see
dig and it's
underwater.
more soil, but there's still something at the center. We'll never see that, but you can still see this. Like, there's just it's kind of just a little thing just to think about. Like, you can see more out there than you can.
Well, what you like, what you
You know what I
use-
mean, though?
Yeah. But what you use
More
Earth for,
unknown underneath the soil. What's underneath the soil? Than out.
That's not what soil's about, though. Soil's more about like the physical
Like,
instantiation, and then the physical.
Beyond that, though.
Well, that's where you connect. Well, it's about reflecting what you see in heaven, and then connecting it, and then it's the interplay of the two where the
Above,
symbol
below.
comes from.
Yeah,
Mhm. Well, what about the sea?
the ocean.
Yeah, well, the ocean reflects space. So heaven and sky are more are
Yeah,
similar
the
in a
ocean
way.
is a weird thing when you think about it. It's just so odd how the water just holds too.
Mm-hmm.
It takes shape to a,
It's
very weird.
I mean, this is like the first. This is the first chapter of Genesis. That's what it's like all about. Is this like fundamental, what is called? It's like a distinction between heaven and earth. An Unterschied is what it's called. But basically, how I've interpreted it, it's called a festa, which is like a firmament, and what it does is it was created. this firmament's put in place, and then it separates water beneath it, and then it separates water above it as well. This is um. Fuck,
Face you made.
I know, because I knew I was full of like bullshitting.
Yeah.
It's
This is weird how water holds too. It's fucking crazy.
well,
But yeah, we're in
Yeah.
a plane. A biodome.
well, yeah. Everything was water first, though. I'm back on the shit.
It does seem like water is like the main source of life. Like, how come we're always looking for water on other planets? How come like every major city is always either extremely close to or almost connected to like a giant port of water? Every city.
No, that's the essential starting point.
I guess like not like Dallas and things like that, but Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
right next to a waterway, New York. I mean, everything. Well, most cities are at least somewhat connected to a giant body of water. But that's ports, too. That's a means of transportation also too.
It's
Maybe
like,
these cities grew because they were close to water, but water is also like a way of like vegetation too. More water, more people.
but not until you don't get vegetation until Earth is shown out of the water. So like I think it's like the third day or something. God makes all the water go into distinct different parts. It's called, he says, it besondere order, and then once the water gathers in these different parts, that's when the earth is revealed, and that's when you get seeds and vegetation. You get Kraut und Gras.
Growth.
You get both of those things, and well, in the weird pattern in the writing is that like you say it, and then the earth, the physical earth, or not the earth, but just like everything, the earth and the heavens and all this stuff corresponds after it's spoken. That's like a interesting pattern that I'm sure it's reflected in literature elsewhere, but
Fire is an interesting element.
I haven't gotten to fire yet.
I mean, off the book, just of itself, though. I mean, look at fire as an element compared to this liquid here. They're just two vastly different compositions. This one's always flickering. It's always kind of growing, but at the same time, it dies out. But it's always kind of going. It's still going.
It's got the fuel source here. Like
But
let's not be fooled.
This takes form, but this also needs something to take form too. Liquid can take form. It's liquid's changeable.
Mm-hmm.
Fire kind of spreads.
Maybe
But there's something about liquid that I'm just thinking like the two, like metaphorically too, the two different elements, just how they are kind of metaphor, And then you have earth and air.
Here, how about this? Well, maybe the cup is kind of like that firmament, and then that firmament is kind of a way to view human perception, the psychological structure of human perception as a way to generate meaning. And it's actually the whole Genesis idea in the setting up of this firmament in your head, that this is how things are, it's this particular structure being described. It's kind of like the same as a cup, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
here's a way to look at the elements like astrologically. Is like, so water is always represented as like psychology, dreams, creativity, vision. Water is always associated kind of with that. Fire is associated with like competition, war, fire, courage, bravery, determination. Those are earth. That's another element. Earth is stability, calculation. It's more cerebral. It's more logical. That's earth. And the same as with air, but air is more inventive. It's air represents like communication, constant flow, new technology. It's like the inventive sign. So those are like what the four elements each like represent through astrology. But even like when you just kind of think about like what these elements really are, though, too, that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? Like water is like I said, it's formless.
As like just fundamentals
turn into
to
anything.
creation.
Fire is like, it just makes sense. Like fire is passion. Fire is competition. Fire is war. Fire is. But without all these things, like you need each of these things to kind of balance one of them out. Like too much of one thing leads to, too much water, too much earth, and you're just always thinking. You know what I mean? Like too much. You need each four to like really do things.
I mean, well, nothing is itself without being like distinguished from the rest of the world, or without being like different from another thing. I mean, I don't know. That sounded better in my head.
What is it like? We're individuals until we come together, but like we need to come together to remain individuals.
I don't like. I think I like that word individual less and less. There's just better. There's probably better ways to hit upon what people want with like individualism and like individuation. Well, it's like
something like identity. A person's identity is like what creates, like it like kind of defines an individual, like how you identify yourself.
In what sense? You mean that in like
carrying around that mug is an identity? That's an identity giver.
I suppose. Yeah, I guess by
show the mug.
Well, I guess just by like owning it. That's the thing. I guess by owning things, you automatically
and then that kind of puts you into like being like
automatically
more individualistic. Whereas like you said, like it seems like you were the only one in that store carrying that around, so that makes you the individual there. But in a sense, you were just representing what a bunch of other try to, I don't know.
But it doesn't. It just seems like it always comes from this like place of like incellular sort of like sentiment. I think that's just my own like projection, probably.
Yeah, to me, you were just being rebellious in that store, while everyone else was kind of conforming and being the same stuff. You were, drinking their tears.
Drinking so salty. Dude, I watched Knowles earlier today, dude.
How's he doing?
The episode was kind of mid. I was really bored.
How long's he been doing this stuff for?
Years.
Yeah,
probably near a decade.
He's been talking in front of camera, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think he's worked on like campaigns, all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
that's how for a lot of these, like Ben. Where does Ben? Wasn't he like the
lawyer or something?
Like the youngest lawyer?
Yeah,
in California or something.
Youngest Jew lawyer in California or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised Michael's still really at that network. I feel like that whole network's just like in a dogfire. All the hosts like actually hate each other. Or maybe they're all really good friends. I don't know.
I mean, they're making money, so how upset can they be?
Yeah, I guess so. They're killing it, probably. To be fair, I don't know if I don't really give a shit about politics. I do think I might start watching his show a little more often, just so I feel like it's probably be useful just for like comedy wise, just to be informed on the politics. Because people give a shit about hearing about politics apparently, so it's like. I need to stay up to snuff on that somewhat.
It's like part of the game. It's like working out.
Although my internet goes out tonight. It's gone.
Going black.
It's going out. I'm darking out or whatever. Gonna read. Focus on reading. What
finish the book.
What are you doing with your life? Yeah, finishing Perryman. Yeah, what are you doing, Karen? You finished Perryman yet? I told her I was gonna finish over those the days off. I'm not done yet. I've probably got like 150 pages, maybe 100 pages.
I kind of forget how it ends because there's really no more flashbacks.
Yeah.
And then
you work at this new studio job yet? It hasn't even been the first day yet.
I got the job.
Oh.
Perryman got the job.
Yeah, he did. He just got. Oh, sorry, spoilers. Sorry, Lonnie, don't listen either.
But he got the job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to remember because Karen she was telling me because she told me where she was at, and I told her I'm like it's because I was thinking it's like, well, I have the memory of the actual event, I have the memory of like writing it, and then I have the memory of like the scene itself. So it's kind of weird. But that was 6 years ago, so I mean, that's quite some time.
It was an eternity, dude.
Yeah, I made Pluto, which was kind of cool, and then I did the other.
Now, I watched Pluto a second time as I was reading. It's actually very nice to as you turn it on as you're reading it.
Well, that's what's interesting is like right after Perryman was done, I went right into that, and it was perfect because COVID was done. Like COVID, like I wrote that, we shot that. Like I was motivated. But that's a good one. That really is. I fell asleep to that like a couple months ago. And I was like, man, this is good. Like
I really liked it the second time. I actually got to pay more. I paid more attention to it as I was reading.
It might be more.
Nice.
It might be more psychological. I don't know. La Petite Mort's like He's just talking.
Yeah.
The other one's just pure imagery and like sound, but
That's-
there's some really good sound, like some more bizarre, like more different.
That's why it's better
sounds,
to read
but-
too. I couldn't read
yeah.
telepathy, but yeah, it's nice as a.
And Petite, more like I said, it's like it's a mockumentary kind of. That was the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forgot.
That's really
I
great,
forgot those
too.
skits are in there. Those skits that you do in there are very funny.
I want to do now. Now this script's done.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start writing like some. I have a new inspiration for comedy. So
Yeah, I'm so deeply interested to see what a set from you actually looks like because there seems to be this.
a comedy set.
Yeah, because this undertone is so obvious. Like you want to do this, or you've thought about it at least.
Oh no, I don't want to do stand up. I want to write scenes.
Okay, I see.
I've never had any interest in doing stand up comedy.
Good. Yeah, because you're not that. I mean, you're ill, but I mean, is it different?
The thing is, I don't know if I could really. I don't really know what I would write yet.
Yeah.
But I don't really have any. I would be cool going up on
You'd
stage.
figure it out. You'd be like, this is interesting.
I think I would riff more, but I don't want to do that because I think that's lazy.
Yeah.
I would want to do it so like I had a. It's kind of like where you just have like ideas and you like I don't know.
I really do. I'm so ready to. I think if I'm gonna probably order that armband.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to. I'm so ready to not be able to go anywhere.
I wish we would have got him already.
Yeah.
The whole Kanye thing kind of made it.
I'm gonna get the armband. I'm gonna get Risk. And
Everyone's gonna love Hitler. I told you Hitler's gone mainstream. Like it's gonna go. I said this a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go mainstream, and then
That was the other thing. I thought people were gonna be more hip to it, and but I actually got away with it.
Oh wait,
with the
Hitler
hailing
stuff?
thing.
Yeah. Well, you're still early on to it, I think.
Yeah, and there's just so
You've been doing it since I've known you.
I've done it like
since I met you. You've been like into Hitler, so
I've done it like 4 or 5 times at like open mics with like no people basically, but like, excuse me. But Friday,
Joe Rogan was just talking about the thing. Like it's going. Hitler's gone mainstream.
Yeah,
Elon did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not taking the pedal off the gas. That's the thing.
Can't.
That's the thing. I literally, I have to hold myself back to not say "Hail Hitler" to Jacob and like Thomas when they walk in. Like, "Hail Hitler, guys! What's up?" I should just be saying "Hail Hitler" to Tom. Should be like "Guten Abend,
Should get in his
Hail
head.
Hitler."
Get into his head.
Yeah. It's so sick. What is that? Dude, why do people look at, I mean, well, I guess like it's like so surprising that people would be upset, but it's like, have we not hit an ironic endpoint
In
yet?
this day and age, I don't know. Yeah.
We're through the wall. We smashed through the wall. We're bloody on the other side.
Yeah.
I'm dude, there's this guy that I'm slowly like delving into. He's called John. His name's John Michael Greer, but he's part of like Masonic order. He's like a 93rd second Mason. But do you know but he's like an occultist, but he does a lot of writing on like magic and stuff. This guy's like a legit philosopher or whatever. But he inspires the guy Chad Haig that wrote the oil books that I read. So I'm like, now I'm getting into the guy that he's into. I'm like, this guy is fucking like on. I mean, you have to look into this person, but I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. What were we talking about before?
I don't know. You were talking about oil. It made me think
About
of the
oil?
script. Yeah, dude, you're gonna like the script.
Yeah.
Some really good visuals
Mm.
that like speak.
Fuck, I can't believe I lost where I was. That stinks.
Oil. The Earth's blood.
The Earth's blood. Airden. Yeah. Alf Airden from the Earth team.
It's like Earth's just a giant heart.
Is it, or is it a giant machine?
Yeah, you're gonna love my script.
Is it? Or
Did you already see something in there?
What's the difference? I just looked at names of the characters mostly.
There's a lot of characters, but they're really not. There's only like 4 like actually in it.
Let me backtrack here. Oh, this is something you might like. This. Let me redeem myself. Oh, something that Greer will say. I think this is like unique to him.
Okay, yes.
He says that the best thing that you could do for the arrival of the apocalypse is learn how to brew a good beer, because at least you can offer that to the horsemen, because they don't need money or anything. But if you can offer them a strong drink that'll intoxicate them,
They'll
that's
like
the
that.
best. It's the best thing. So he's all about being prepared to be if you can't like grow things from the earth, you
just-
need to be prepared for like sustainability.
I just imagine like they're flying down and you tell them a joke.
Mm-hmm. And I tell them,
That's all you have to offer is like a joke or
and
something.
some really bad IPA.
Yeah.
I've got a neck beard. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like-
I've got a belly button. I'm fat.
That's what you give.
Let's
yeah.
go, guys.
Yeah.
So fucking, I'm really tired of this fucking Gaza thing, guys. First sneeze, Google, nigga, found my strap. I'm out of podcast, the last not the pussy.
Hey, good.
You know, I got little sneefies.
It's interesting. I get the whole Gaza. I finally understand it all now.
Yeah, finally.
Finally.
What do you get? Do you understand?
So America's like been under Israel's grips for a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
Strong influence on the country Israel has. People have been waiting for America to be like, enough's enough.
Yeah.
Israel's been killing innocent people because they're just evil Jews.
Please,
But then people are like, America, stop these evil Jews from killing all these children. But America's like, they're kind of our friend.
So here's
Now Netanyahu's kind of on his own. It seems like.
So
He's kind of just like a big baby.
So if the Bible is a Jewish Bible, right? So let's BB. What did I call him the other day?
Big Ben.
Big Ben. Is that what we were calling him?
Big Ben.
I thought it was something. It was something that zinged. Was it Big Ben?
It was Big Ben, and maybe I was like, that's a good one.
Work must be so sad because I thought it was better than that. We must really live in hell.
Yeah. Big Ben.
Anyways, the Jews built that firmament in your head, that fucking part of your brain that like whatever. Man, I gotta reread this shit. I swear I thought I knew this a little bit better, but apparently not. It's
what?
Maybe there's not much to know. This Genesis thing, I've got like one part of it that I'm actually like able.
I think you probably already know. You're just reading things.
I was just hoping I'd be able to regurgitate it. Like that was the other thing. I've been listening to this
stutter. You're having trouble.
Yeah, dude. Restart. Restart it, dude.
Maybe you just don't need it then. If it's
well, I'm just trying to show off. I'm just trying to be a fag on the podcast.
Sticking to you, maybe you just don't need it as much.
No, I think I do want, but I'm not desperate. That's not. I'm eager to know because I think it's helping solidifying like the German stuff as far as actually like learning the language. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't need it. I mean, it keeps me from doing other things, and I think it's more productive than.
I mean, it's an interesting book to read.
Mm-hmm.
But I think by now, a lot of things, I think that's just like in us, this knowledge.
I think it's
language.
I think it's obscured. I don't know. I think I'm getting more to
maybe you're just reading. Maybe you're just having a trouble time.
It's not worth articulating because I think it's actually more. I'm actually coming across like more profound things as far as like, I don't know, just. It's just so obvious how people just like walk around and just. This sounds so lame. Everybody's a bunch of slugs.
People just walk around.
Like a bunch of slugs, dude.
A lot of people just drive now. Yeah, that's the thing. People don't walk much.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody
gets Ubered. They're fucking bugs.
You don't really see anyone walking. You need more people need to walk around.
Yeah, well, that's Greer's whole thing. He doesn't own a car either. I mean, this guy's so cool, dude. I feel like
bike.
There's so many. I'm getting into this John Michael Greer and then Harold Bloom, who was a like an English. He's just wrote a lot of good books. He's like, what?
I don't know.
You need to shut it off. It's gonna explode.
Like fire underneath it.
Whoa.
Kind of tricked me out for a second.
Yeah, that scared me. Yeah, it'd be really lame to go buy a propane explosion like fucking Call of Duty clip. It'd be really nasty.
We'd probably get it on tape.
Yeah, we'd be famous. We'd be famous like, thank God they're dead.
Yeah.
Thank God they're dead. They sucked.
You smell that?
Yeah, no, that wasn't good. That didn't seem... You burn your shoe? Was it your shoe or something?
No, it was just like... Yeah, that was weird. I can go pee real quick.
Yeah.
We're 40 minutes in. Intellect, you know?
Sharp Sharper.
But then there's some people that are like, well, intellectual can also be a being too intellectual can be a downfall.
Means you're a nerd, right?
Well, it just means you're not really emotionally connecting like with another human. You're just kind of
You just
you're
live
over intellectualizing emotions. You're over intellectual. You're just saying
you live in abstractions.
kind of, and you're just saying and maybe just defining things instead of like.
Well, I think that you're actually just getting lost in abstractions because you're a black lady. Listen, you're at Harvard.
Yeah.
And you don't
Yeah, exactly.
what do you think about admissions? Do you think that we should have weighted admissions against
Like,
I sent you that that was what I
was
was.
that? What did you send me?
Dude, that's actually so killer. Props to this one. I don't mean to make this is a racist podcast sometimes or whatever, but
hey, not really.
it's not. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't deem our podcast. Yeah,
We just have fun. We have fun with the race.
I just have fun with everybody. Everybody's fun. But she did a good job. But it was Curtis Yarvin. She was at Harvard. Do you know Curtis?
I mean, I've just seen him on a pod. I
seen him on
I don't know.
the Tim Dillon episode.
I don't know Curtis.
Yeah. Neither do I. I don't follow him that closely, but I've seen him on the Tim Dillon episode.
The way you asked that, it's like I emailed the guy. Oh, you know Curtis.
He was one of those guys that you could like emails like I can get back and he'd get like back to you.
Yeah.
But he's at Harvard and she's kind of just giving a defense of democracy. I don't remember her like accolades exactly, but he just does it in a it's just a clinic or whatever. But she does a good job, but it's like at a certain point she gets to the point where she reverts to like a child who's learned something at school and like it's this way and it's like despite what Curtis may think here, democracy is good for this reason, that reason, and this reason, and it just got to that really a dogmatic point, I think. What was really
she was just kind of regurgitating things.
Also, I'm watching it for like really sick, like Schadenfreude and like pleasure for this woman getting eviscerated by this guy or whatever in a room. So that's what ultimately, props off to her. She didn't actually like crumble. She was quivering at points, but she held her own. But do
you like AOC?
I like AOC.
I think
it's like a figure. AOC. I don't know what she says all that much, but she has a nice fire. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
What about the other one?
Which one? Ilhan Omar.
Yeah,
the one with
what is that fucking buzzing noise?
I like.
Last time.
I don't know. I like talking about Islam. I'm not like. I don't think she's the good kind though. I think she's the bad Islam.
You know what? What's the pattern between those like that little? Are they done? Like this? Does this seem kind of old? Talking about them.
I thought it was new again with like.
Are they back
with like the whole going to the Middle East trip that the president goes to the Middle East?
Are the girls back though? Like AOC?
I don't think so. I don't know what the government feels like right now.
They're like the hot young foreign girls.
Oh, the squad?
Yeah.
That's what they're called. They're called the squad, dude.
Yeah, hot young minorities.
They can always pop up in headlines. They must not have the funds to be getting popped up in headlines.
I didn't want to call them the squad. That's why I was like, is this old?
That is old verbatim or whatever. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying
verbiage. Avoiding. Yeah. Yeah, everything seems like it's in limbo. It's really all about like, whatever Trump's doing and then how the world's reacting. That's kind of how the news cycle is right now. It's just like waiting on.
Yeah, I'm kind of bored
on Trump.
The old crypto.
Yeah, kind of done with that.
Just letting it just. I'm really looking at it right now. Just
let it ride.
Let it go up, down, up and down. Same thing every day.
Everything's fun. I just wish like you can't like. You can't do. I don't know how to explain this. That's weird. I don't know. I completely got lost in like abstractions. It's like if how much work you can get done is limited by like the amount of time that you have, I guess. That was retarded.
Yeah, ultimately.
That was retarded.
I mean, that's with everything.
But I'm like, I think what I was getting caught in is like, why can't I do an hour's worth of work in like 1 minute, or like 15 minutes, get an hour's worth of work done? Whereas I think I could get.
You kind of could.
I could.
I mean,
I need to start going to the
Ultimately,
library.
well, think about this. What equates to like a year's worth of work? Like,
Here, let me think about this.
think about this.
Wait, no, think about this though. I wake up at 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's day one. I've already got one day.
I'm beating your
I was
ass.
hoping 12 p.m. 6
You warp
p.m.
time.
That's day two, guys. All right, you keeping track here? Then 6 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's day three, guys. And then I got 3 days on you after 1 month.
All right, you ran the joke.
All right,
No.
that's the joke I was hoping. Like, I hope he does the.
No, I was trying to be real. That was funny though. Well, I'm just thinking, it's like, all right, well, I was equating it to like, all right, so writing, it might take you 3 minutes to write a set of an hour's worth of jokes.
3 minutes, right? So just like just the topics.
Yeah, like the script, like writing the script. I wrote like a 10-minute scene in like 2 minutes. You kind of know what I'm saying?
You just like what you
What
have.
did you say?
haven't had-
What did you say originally? It's like, how can I sit down for a minute and do an hour's worth of work in a minute? So in a sense, you could be writing.
Dude, it's
If you wrote like jokes really quickly, it could be in like an hour's worth of work.
do you?
Kind of, you're stretching time
That's what I'm trying to get at.
in
is
a tiny bit of time.
How do you manipulate time?
You
I need to get-
live outside of time. You don't adhere to time.
I gotta read more magic stuff.
You don't pay attention to time
Yeah, dude.
because time doesn't exist
I need to read some more stuff on how to break out of
out
this.
of time.
These spells.
Well, that's when you're just living in the moment of like creation, stream of consciousness. That's why I think the script was easy to write. I was in this stream. The scenes were just coming,
yeah.
and I was just like, instead of sitting on it, I just wrote it. More so than I have like previously with other projects. So and I think this has helped. Talking, you said it last week. We just talk without really thinking. Like, I'm not thinking right now. I'm just talking.
Dude, my brain's working overtime. I'm a retard today. I should have taken a nap.
But I'm just saying, like, we just say these things like we're not pre-scripted, whereas like most thoughts are all pre-planned or like
There's
pre-scripted, like pre-heard, like pre-say like a safe interaction's already like
I mean-
it's agreed upon.
Well, I mean, I got answers
Subconsciously.
to something, but I think about them. It's not like input output without like with minimal processing in between. Well, it depends on the answer, but
But I'm just saying, just like conversing.
I don't know. I feel like I'm bad. I'm being a bad conversationist right now.
Take a sip of the Red Bull, dude. You didn't even touch it.
I know. I was just swig it.
Swig it. It'll wake you up.
I like these guys that are
They're like sailors.
on the cup here.
You see my wallpaper?
Who is that on the right? Who's the white guy?
It's Jared Kushner.
It's Kush. Jeez.
Kanye.
Jesus.
Walking out of, buddies.
Yeah, dude. I gotta get into Islam more. Gotta get into all these things. I gotta get into more things, right?
I think you're into plenty.
I'm into plenty of shit. I gotta.
You got to get into like activities, dude, like wakeboarding or like
Sex.
parasailing, sex, parasailing.
Parasailing. Literally anything. Walking. Touching
You were
grass.
talking about that earlier, how people walk.
Yeah. A
You
lot of
said
people
that.
walking today. Did you see that? A lot of people walking around today.
I haven't left here. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, a bunch of slugs. Disgusting. Yeah, I'm like too scared to walk because I don't want to be like seen as like, oh, he's trying to walk and like get his shit together. What a faggot.
You live in the perfect area to walk.
Yeah,
You
but
should,
then I have to like.
You could walk to the grocery store. You could walk down this road to pick up pizza. You could walk.
I can walk everywhere.
You could walk anywhere. 15-minute walk's nothing. 15 there, 15 back. 30-minute walk. You're great. Summer's coming, dude. Like, it's good weather.
No, that's why I gotta start this show and stop being a stupid retard.
Walk there.
And walk over there.
You gotta
I've
walk over there.
I've pictured it multiple times.
Well, that's
The
good.
Last month.
You know what to do.
It's just visualization. This is all about manifestation. All
It takes
that
time.
does.
And then you walk over.
I don't want to get over there and get rejected.
I don't think you would. I think
I gotta make sure they say yes.
the right time.
There might even be something that runs there already, and I might just have to like go in and like take over, like a hostile takeover or something.
Mark your territory.
Yeah, like that.
What bar are we thinking? The one over there, Bar Louie in the mall.
That'd be rock.
And the comedy's like outside of the bar, like in the little like the concourse section.
Exactly. It's real loud.
Yeah, it's
real
echoing.
fucking
Yeah.
Ugh.
People in Rainforest Cafe are like,
If they're in Argentina, they're like, "What is that?"
there's just some guy yelling. But
It's at where is it? Not Johnny Black's. Is it Johnny Black?
yeah, I think you were saying Johnny Black's.
Yeah, Johnny Black.
Or is it another guy? Didn't you say they did stuff there prior?
It used to be called Oscars.
Yeah, it was Oscars.
Yeah.
What if you do it at Big Wave Sushi?
That'd be interesting at a Chinese place.
Get that place rocking. We put like a disco ball in there, like make it like a weird like Asian night thing.
I've heard of things like that.
Could be fun. Pack it. Or like the Lake Orion, one of those little strip mall things. The ballroom dance.
I was looking for something. I think I'd seen that.
That's pretty small.
That's a real fucking dive piece of shit place, though. Hopefully they don't hear this, but goddamn. They posted some. I saw a post somewhere online
About OSB?
about them. About it. I had the intuition. I was like, this could be a potential spot. Maybe I should pop in there. And I'm like, this place would be hell to do a mic at.
It's really small in there. I think I've only been there once.
This place would be fucking hell.
And why would it be hell?
I've just been in that environment.
What about like
bar.
Sagebrush?
That would be. I mean, that would be a different layer. That'd be pretty far.
I
down.
think that's where you need to take it.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
And it'd be a good crowd.
I mean, that's the fucking lion's den. Truly, that's my worst nightmare.
It's been around forever, dude.
Well, that's just
everyone knows about it.
Yeah, well, that place is just like Hot Girl Summer. That's the thing. That's why I say it's like. I mean,
what about Johnny? That's more Hot Girl Summer.
All these places are. It's Lake Orion, Jesus, dude.
That's why.
It's New L.A.
Yeah.
L.O. It's L.O.
Hello.
Dude.
Hello.
Fuck this place. I love it so much.
You need to become. People are trying to like become. You know, there's people that like really believe in this stuff.
People really want to be famous.
Yeah,
here.
they believe in it.
Yeah, I believe in it. I could believe in this.
No, believe in being famous in the Lake Orion.
Yeah.
See, this is where you have to come in like a virus.
I want to be an LO influencer.
You need to be a virus.
A virus?
Yeah, a virus to the system.
Well,
it's a micro here of the macro.
Yeah, it is kind of like that. And I keep looking at the camera.
You're kind of serious there.
I don't.
It's a micro of the macro. It's fresh ground.
It is.
There's no famous comics out of Lake Orion.
Yeah, dude.
There's no scene in Lake Orion. But everybody knows Lake Orion.
Do they?
Do you tell me you ask someone if they know Royal Oak? They know
They know Royal Oak.
They know Lake Orion.
They know Ferndale.
They know Lake Orion. If you know Ferndale, this woman yesterday, she's goofball, drops off a FedEx package and some songs, but she's like, yeah, thanks, don't need it. And then she turns back. She's like, hey, I heard that some older woman. She's like, I heard this guy down in he's awesome down in Ferndale.
Is David Archuleta?
I don't know who it was. It was just one of those stupid songs that just play over and over again. But she, there's an excitement here, dude, and you need to put them in their place.
Wait.
You need to come in and you need to put them in their place here, Jacob. If anyone can do it, it's you. We're trying over here.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do something. See, doesn't that make me also guilty of wanting the public life as well? Like the life a life unexamined is no life at all. The life not on camera is not a life at all, is it not? I mean, that's why everybody wants to like record themselves.
But forget about the camera and whatever happened to it just being a stage, a big stage.
Well, yeah, I mean, but ultimately, yeah, it's being seen by others
But it still is a stage, yeah. So fuck
respected.
the camera and let them just record on it. Virus. That should be your name. You should just change your name to Virus.
Like
It's kind of a cool name, Virus.
yeah, like in Con Air, like
Was that
yeah,
someone's name?
John Malkovich in Con Air.
Was Virus?
Yeah, Cyrus the Virus.
Cyrus the Well, his name is Cyrus though, not Virus.
Yeah, well, it was like a nomenclature. Like
No, Virus.
yeah, just virus.
And then like your call sign, like your insignia is like a viper.
And then I'm Asian. It's like yeah,
The Asian Viper.
that's insane. That's fucking crazy.
Not Black Mamba. What would be it?
Like Rango.
Rang-
The Rango Viper or whatever.
The Rango Viper.
The rattlesnake.
No, not the rattlesnake. That's too white. That's white. That's white man.
Why? Because Stone Cold.
Yeah,
Steve
it's
Austin
white. He's already
is
got
taken.
that. You could be.
taken
What's like
land.
like the Yellow Viper?
It's like the Yellow Viper.
The yellow.
I don't like being. I don't like all this Asian stuff on. Reading this book, I've like uncovered like he has like a real like intimate thing with like Asian. There's like a reason you're like friends with Asian people. There must be. It's very
No,
weird.
Asians have always been drawn to me. That's what's interesting. And then I think they like that I'm friendly. And then there was a couple.
Nice white boy.
There was a couple in Central Michigan. My last year there, we had to do a group project music video. Shenny, Luda Guao, and Shenny Ma.
Jesus. Yeah.
They're from China. Students, they're very smart.
What were their names? Abba Wabba Ding Dong.
Shenny
and Peter Pan.
Shenny and Luda.
Oh.
And like no one else in the class, dude. The class was so racist. Subtly, it's so funny. Like they would get pissed at the Asians because they just were bad at communicating with them. But to me, I'm like, you guys are retarded. These guys came from the other side of the world and they're speaking our language.
Yeah. Why don't you learn some fucking?
It was great.
Asian?
But I worked with, and they were good. They did good video work, and they were a fun couple. They wanted to do. I wasn't good at. They wanted me to stay there or come there for like a summer to help shoot like the senior. They were grad students, and they had to do like a project, and they wanted me to, but I just didn't. But got along great with them. Always, I don't know. I get along with all races, dude. Really cool with Mexicans.
Love Mexicans. Love them to death.
Love the black.
I love black people.
I don't.
Asians, not Muslims though.
I haven't been encountered too many Muslims.
Just kidding. We love all Muslims. I love.
She's Indian.
Yes.
I didn't even have to ask her. She just came up to me and just started.
Like I am Indian.
She just started spewing like India hate.
Oh.
She's like
I can't believe
they're different than you and I. She's like they don't work. She's like they just beg. I'm like shameless. They're shameless. She's like yeah. They'll just come up to you in this. She's saying this in her accent. Too.
Yeah.
She's like don't disgusting. I was like wow.
Yeah, it comes out.
Yeah. She's like you and I we work. I was like this is a pretty easy job. She's like we're on our feet. This is hard. I'm like
Yeah, they're on their asses shitting out of them and then making sandwiches.
in the street.
They're making sandwiches.
So she had a lot of hate towards India. I was really hoping she was like Saud or like UAE, whatever. What are UAEs?
What?
What would you be considered if you would get like
An Arab.
an Arab? I wish she was just like
A dirty Arab.
I wish she was just like a dirty Arab.
I wish she was one of those.
Yeah, she's just an Indian.
No, unfortunately, she's just a poo slinger.
There's like 2 billion of those fuckers.
Yeah, no, that's why it's good that there's a war, so that they can like get rid of some of that poop. The sewage system could use a fucking relief.
Are they going to war, India and Pakistan?
Apparently, I mean, I hope not. I mean,
There'd be a lot of shit everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if like a 9/11 happened in
like,
India.
obviously.
God, what would they bomb? Like the sewage septic tank system? There?
That's probably how Pakistan attacked them. They're like,
Just bomb the shitters.
yeah, flush their toilets, flush their supply.
I saw some on 9/11
That's
the
so
other
bad.
day again. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's like confirmed that it was an inside job, right?
Yeah, dude.
It's like
Here, let me pee. And then we can go into it. That's the thing. Yeah, we can talk about Greer, guys. Like, a super bad fun thing.
24 office when I was
Yeah,
It's like the whole mindset.
it could be brought to life by something with that modern interest.
That was just that
Modern
time. That was when
aesthetic.
A24 was still cool. Now it's just
What A24 is great. Did you watch Warfare?
washed. Fuck no.
No,
Have you?
no. I liked Civil War. I guess at least I think I liked it. I don't really know.
I like Alex Garland. He's a good director.
I thought
Writer.
Civil War was interesting.
You know what movie we should watch when we do a podcast sometime?
Mhm.
One of my favorite movies is called The Beach.
The Beach.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I've not seen The Beach. I haven't even heard.
2000. It's Leo's first movie after Titanic, based off a book. It's great. It's really cool. Good time period. Like 2000, 2001.
That is a good.
Cool music. Like it's like that early, like that new future. You know, it's just
Things were probably really good then because fucking Lord of the Rings came out.
I just watched Ocean's 11, 2001. Like it's like that early technology where like a BlackBerry looks like whoa, but it's like or a Palm Pilot or like these just like little things that are like the music's like futuristic, like kind of like techno-y, like electronic, but it's like
and everybody was getting DVD players with surround sound setups in their homes.
And editing's like I don't know, it's just 2000. It's like fast and stylistic, and like Mission Impossible was right around the early Mission Impossibles, like late 90s, early 2000s had a cool.
It almost feels like the transition from the 90s tech to like 2000s aesthetic was like a successful like transfer of at least somewhat, like say 70% successful as far as like what the real world actually came to produce.
And then a lot of things after 2001 just became like super patriotic then. Like that was a big aesthetic.
Yeah, well,
patriotism.
Yeah, naturally.
After
the whole airplane thing.
Would you call that like a suicide, like an American suicide? Or an American kamikaze?
No, I mean...
It was like an attack on their own country?
No, I wouldn't call it that exactly. I'd say that it was a fucking little... what is it? Well, how can you put this? Like a little squabble between brothers in the Saudi family. They just...
Squabble up.
It's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
It's really just a culmination. I mean, isn't that ultimately what it comes down to? Is just a difference of opinions. Like, I'm going to... Oh, plus...
Have you've been to New York?
Yeah.
You seen the tower? You go to the site?
No, I never seen them.
Like not even the memorial thing?
No,
you guys didn't go?
I don't remember if we did to be.
Your mom didn't take you guys?
No, we had to go to Legoland. Are you kidding?
Times Square? We
had to go to the M&M store. We don't have time to go to the fucking memorial.
Nintendo store?
I'm pretty sure we definitely didn't go to the fucking... I wasn't like eagerly like convince my family to go to. Yeah, I wasn't pilled then. I wasn't cool then, so I didn't really like make a.
Well, I saw it.
My family didn't care about 9/11 like that. We don't give a shit.
It's like I think it's like a tourist attraction.
Yeah, but again, we're not into 9/11, dude. You got to be into 9/11.
Yeah,
my family's not into 9/11.
You guys want to see the Lego? Did you go to a Broadway play? Did you see Lion King?
No, we didn't see Broadway.
Harry Potter?
No, we didn't see any Broadway.
Oz?
We just like probably tried to shop and yeah, dude, my sister. All we do is shop. We go. That's the worst part.
That's why you go there. I mean, at least you did that.
You go to Europe, you shop. You look at stuff. I'd love to go to Europe again.
Well, this is what I talk about kind of in Perryman, where it's like, yeah, it was fascinating to like when I worked there at the studio and drive around Manhattan, just be like, people come here to like look at concrete buildings and shop.
Yeah. To buy Abercrombie.
Foreigners, yeah. To say they bought it on like Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, got this at Fitch. Got this at American
Soho.
Eagle,
In Soho, yeah.
Yeah, no pity. Have you been to California?
Haven't been to California.
California.
Would like to go.
California. I got staph infection last time I went to California.
It's honest. Everyone says it sucks. It probably does suck. But I would like to go to like the beaches.
Yeah, I camped out for like 4 days at least, 3 or 4
Where
days.
At?
In I don't know, near some I forget what it was. Near a ski resort. I don't know. I don't remember the place, to be fair. It was
like Northern California, like along the coast. Like where are you at?
I stayed in Soho.
What did things look like?
I stayed in South Hollywood. I'm sorry. I'm like ridiculously retarded.
What did things look like?
I don't know. It looked like California.
Could you see the ocean?
I did see the ocean one day. My friends ran like a half marathon, or like, was it a full marathon? I think they ran a full marathon.
Oh, this is when you're in sports, so.
Yeah. They ran it, dude. I mean, that was like the whole culmination of like his trip there. I was just there being a fucking bum as usual.
In California.
California. This was like...
Well, can we go to the dispensary yet?
Everybody went to the dispensary. That was the other... I mean, God, I hate being a fucking weed fucking retard. If there's anything that I mean,
can we go to the dispensary?
Yes, dude. Calm down. Can we get chicken? I'm hungry. I'm hungry and high. Hey, Nick, I don't have any more money. Can you get any chicken? Yeah, dude, I hate being me. Sometimes it's so great.
Yeah, Jacob.
Sure. No, I mean the answer would be no. You should like starve and die. You fucking. Make sure you Venmo me, dude. I'll fucking. I swear.
I
I
would rather go to like Idaho than California.
Idaho. I like Utah. Utah seems fun.
Utah.
You two are Washington.
Utah, that's where that one thing happened, ain't it?
What one thing are you alluding to?
I think you know.
You should know. I want to see if you know. I know.
That girl.
Oh, her? I thought you were talking about the. Am I mistaken? Weren't there like a bunch of kids killed in Utah or Idaho? In Moscow.
What?
Those college kids killed in Moscow?
Russia?
No, in Moscow, Idaho.
I don't know. What happened?
There was a guy that was going to school. This guy was going to school to become a criminal like psychologist or like some sort of like PhD in criminology, and he was like just about to graduate, and he killed some kids like at a school like an hour away from where he was going to school. But see, it's ironic because he messed up because he was like learning about all this stuff, and then he like left the sheath. Because he like when he broke in, I guess he like didn't anticipate on having to kill 4 people, so he just got tired and he left his sheath in the place, and it was just like that was how they got him. One simple mistake that was actually because he had a mask on, he had gloves on, like
He would have got
like,
away.
Yeah, he had it.
Who was he? Was I don't remember. No, I don't know this. I was talking about Gabby Petito and
I'm talking about
Brian Laundrie.
Brian KOHBERGER.
Brian KOHBERGER.
Dude, you don't remember KOHBERGER? Dude, KOHBERGER was the OG.
No, I thought you were getting mistaken with Columbine. I thought you were mistaking Colorado with Utah.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Columbine was that was 99. Like that was good. That was good time. VHS tapes, nice style.
Grant, no, not to like, but you need to like get it together. I can't believe you don't know who Brian KOHBERGER is. It's actually very disappointing.
Maybe I do. Just give me a refresher.
You definitely know. He used to be like fat, then he like he started fighting, he got skinny, he like was doing heroin for a little bit, and then dude, it's Brian KOHBERGER. Man, this stinks that you
Didn't
don't
work
this.
for Subway and
I don't know. He kind of looks like it's kind of one of those glow
like one of
ups.
those stories.
It is kind of like
Did he-
that.
Didn't
No kids,
no
didn't
molest-
rape anybody, didn't
murder.
just killed him.
The old fashioned.
So you see, what probably happened is he probably like he just like started looking up people or these women periodically on Instagram, and he just got an obsession with them, and then he's he's like, well, I mean, if I plan this out correctly, I could be Ted Bundy too, if I do this correctly. But I just want to kill her. I only like this one. I'll kill her and I'll come on her body, and then I'll get out of there.
and then
I'm out.
and then it happened again.
And then he got walked in on or something. Or I think what happened was he walked to the bed and there were 2 girls in the bed rather than just the one. And then he had to kill 2 of them, and then another. I haven't gone through the police report, but something along.
Is this documented? Is there documented?
Yeah. This is like
Brian KOHBERGER.
Brian KOHBERGER.
KOHBERGER. How do you spell it?
KOH.
Oh.
BERGER.
Are you German?
I mean, he's something. He's not. I wouldn't.
You
give
don't
him-
want to claim him.
Yeah, I don't want to claim him like that.
You
don't
like,
say that.
but he might be.
He might just be some dirty Arab white thing.
I don't think so. Like Chaldean, like a Chaldean.
No, he's way too clean. No,
Is
he's
a Chaldean like a dirty Arab white thing.
unfortunately he's probably of Germanic descent.
Sounds like it.
That was how they like tracked him down through ancestry and all that stuff.
German.
Yeah, white male, not a black or an Asian or a Mexican.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's tough. He kind of looked like you a little bit.
Dyed hair.
Dyed hair.
Really?
Yeah, kind of charming, kind of like.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you were never fat, really, though.
Never.
Never fat. He was
So
really
I don't have
fat.
that dynamic. I don't have
He was
that.
really fat.
I don't have that weird like.
That's the thing. That you notice it immediately like that. You're like, yeah, he's got that weird like fat psychology.
Well, he became really skinny.
And then he's like, I can fucking kill and rape bitches now.
Yeah, he's not used to it, dude.
Because the problem is he got skinny, he got hot, and then he still wasn't getting fucked.
He was still fucked up. Yeah.
And he was getting his PhD.
Didn't
and he's
make
like,
sense.
why am I not still fucking? I gotta kill people now.
Didn't make
Because
sense.
this does
Yeah.
not make fucking
Well, yeah, that's great. That fat fucking.
I can't
piece
go to
of
open mics instead. I've got to fucking
shit. Kill people.
I got to stalk a woman online for 2 months and then drive an hour and a half and kill her.
He didn't even know her.
Not at any. I don't think at some point. I think it was literally just like a random targeting,
person?
just the algorithm, baby.
Wow.
Just a little IG algorithm. It's just like because like if you start visiting a chick's channel or a
Yeah,
chick's
then
channel,
they'll show up and
they're like, why not follow her, you freak? Why not just go ahead and start messaging her?
and then she never answered.
And she never answered or something. I don't know the dial. I don't know the chats. I need to do a deeper dive myself. But I mean, I got the gist of it.
I have to ask Chad about Brian KOHBERGER.
Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. More. She's just. I haven't used chat in a while, dude. I've just been.
Either one of the old
Yeah.
engines.
Yeah. I'll use it for the translating when I'm doing the translations. But I finished the first. I shouldn't even get into it again. It just gets me lost in fucking
Genesis.
I finished the
you
first
were
chapter.
you were fucking fumbling
I was
over
way
your
the
stuff,
fuck
man.
off, dude.
Earlier, yeah.
What's real shit, dog? It's about real shit.
You were like the sky and the water. You see,
There's something there.
And I was
that
like,
sucks.
I was like, but you can't see into the soil. And you're
dude.
like, the soil is just a layer of rudimentary. Yeah,
It really sucks. You should cut the whole thing.
I don't know. It's been good. It's getting dark out though. It is Sunday. I'm off, but
Yeah.
I've been tired the last couple of days.
I was not as tired as I thought I was gonna be. Hopefully, I'll probably be tired when I get home.
You got work on
Get working.
back in.
Glad this was earlier though, so that's good.
Yeah, I didn't want to go like.
That's good.
I didn't want to run
That's
it
good.
super late. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Kingdom Come to play now, dude. Finished my script. Now I'm just like
Kingdom Come Deliverance. Kingdom Come all over my whatever.
Speaking of crying, Brian KOHBERGER snuck into a bathhouse in the game. Couple maidens. I murdered one, robbed her, broke open. I have a lot of keys. Over time, you kill people, you collect keys. So I broke open a chest. Just basic nighttime activities.
What you S to chick?
No S, just murder.
No, just M.
Yeah,
Jeez,
yeah.
that's rough. You can't even R.
I haven't been.
So I should even.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Hopefully in GTA,
That'd be
you would
insane.
think, right?
Man, is that not the way through?
Can we not just have like a limitless
Here's
game
something I
where
was
you
thinking.
literally can do anything?
Here's the. I mean, it exists. It's called Postal, isn't it?
Postal?
Postal 2.
I'm just
You
saying,
can like piss on people in that game.
really?
Yeah. Well, what if you look at like some like old paintings and you see like the stuff depicted than them, the stuff depicted in these like paintings is sometimes more grotesque and like evil than the stuff depicted in film nowadays. And it's unbelievable some of the stuff that's depicted in like classical paintings.
That's why painting was so
Yeah.
powerful. I mean,
Mhm.
nowadays people just draw like little shapes and
And it's like, so you must have, I mean, what were they seeing that
but they were drunk. I mean, they were experiencing psychosis. a lot of them.
psychosis, they're on like peyote and
Yeah, they're out of their minds.
hallucinogenics.
I mean, what do? You're not watching media. I mean, also you are connecting to something else. Like you don't have media constantly distracting you, taking your thoughts away. So you just have your own. You're channeling more. There's more channeling. I don't want to say psych. I don't want to say they're out of their minds. I was
gonna say, so then I mean, yeah,
But
what if you give
they're
real
seeing more?
what if you
I
get
think.
more earthly like physical representation? Like what does that actually look like? And like how do you face that? And then it's like maybe like pornography can be kind of like a if you've like become desensitized enough that you are able to actually like gaze upon these higher these darker things in these older paintings, like whatever's
I mean, porn
kind of thing.
like art. Porn is art. Like good ones.
It's just, I mean, it's a whole like completely vulnerable act, and
Yeah. That's how it started in the 60s, where it started as like experimental film. And it was seen as art films. Because it was like two humans like having like they were just showing it. You know what I mean? Like it was boundary, it was provocative. It was to be edgy and rebellious, but at the same time, it was like, people knew what they were doing, but people were fighting for its right to be filmed, to be seen as an art form.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess again,
it's turned into a sick industry where a lot of,
it's been abducted by Jews. Sorry, I should have been more soft.
But it's just bad. I mean, it's a bad thing, but it doesn't mean it shouldn't.
So there's some. I don't want to hate intellectualizing about pornography, dude. I just watched Knowles, and he literally blanks the word out.
Really?
He had a.
Well, I think that's a theme on the internet, though. Like
that's just for the
really
clicks.
lean into
that just makes sure the clicks
to make porn like this like thing that's like a scary thing, but it's so rampant, dude. There's more porn private videos than I think YouTube. Like it's insane if you really think about
unfortunately,
how many videos there are.
Going through the singularity requires pornography. We can't go through like the singularity to.
Well, there's always been porn. There's just different mediums of it.
Again, it's just like these paintings are in a way are pornographic to some, and I mean that's why these artists were like martyred and killed in some cases, and
it's just expression. And then there's people that don't want it expressed. I mean, that's always been the times. That's why we're not pushed on the algorithm. Like the shit we say gets analyzed and it's clearly blocked.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't try not saying the N-word within like the first 3 minutes.
Not even that. I mean, last episode
we said like
has
the
been
N-word
blocked
almost immediately.
Yeah, I think we were talking. Well, we were talking about the song though.
Yeah, I don't think it cares. That's the thing. It doesn't care. It doesn't know that Kanye is popular right now. It doesn't get it.
Yeah, people love that shit.
It's really bullshit. Yeah, dude.
But it brings up.
That was the other. Yeah, that's the other thing. I was like, why can't I just like hail Hitler on stage? I mean, Kanye made a fucking song about it. Why can't? And it's not like I'm even like.
That's what I mean. Is it goes to.
I'm not saying. Hey, I'm saying.
It goes to the perception of things.
Obviously, I'm just playing.
Those people don't like Hitler. I mean, those people don't like Kanye.
They don't get complex humor. They don't. they don't get slapstick. Yeah, they don't understand what I'm saying on Twitter. I'm sorry. They have no.
That was pretty good. They just don't know what I'm saying on Twitter.
They don't get it.
Hail Hitler.
Yeah, I fucking get it. I love it. Oh man, it's just so cool.
It's like Heil Hitler.
Yeah.
He's like Heil Hitler. Yeah. He's like Heil Hitler.
Then he's in there. He's like, make sure you like lean into the pronunciation, people. Make sure we get it right. It's Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Yeah, it's like the H. You just like elongate the vowel before the letter H when there's an H.
You think Bianca likes Hitler?
Yeah, she better. Yeah, she's like some weird like Argentinian like.
She's Australian.
Yeah, she's like some weird Nazi abomination. Almost definitely. She's almost definitely got like Nazi ties. It wouldn't make sense if he wasn't like co-opted by like literal like cryptic
like old Nazis. That would be wild. Like it's actually finally like old Nazis funding his. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
gotta be like old Nazi families
then
still, right? I mean, there's gotta be.
And then
did Hitler have kids? No. Yes. Is there any still direct like descendants?
Nobody knows. We can only speculate. So we can say yes, we can say no, whatever you want, but it just offers two different realities. It's not Bianca Hitler. That's ridiculous.
I'm not saying
that's what you were.
No, I was not. I was just saying. I was more so tying to is there strong Nazi family still out there, and then it made me think.
Yeah, almost.
Did Hitler have relatives? Who's a descendant of Hitler? I mean, there's got to be. I mean, we saw a descendant of Ted Kaczynski's wife.
We did.
That's crazy.
That was awesome. I never was able to work that into a really good joke.
The odds of that, but that's what I mean. She lives in Lake Orion, so he lives in Lake Orion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Kazcynski in Lake Orion.
Yeah. He's got a lot of seed. Maybe he was like...
One night he might be in a bar and there just happens to be an open mic and then he sees you talking about his cousin Ted. That'd be pretty surreal.
That would be. And it's on tape.
And then he gets up on stage and like smashes a glass into your face.
Cuts my neck. Die, Nazi!
You're just like, ah,
Yeah, nose. Yeah.
ah, and you just keep going with the scene. He's like, ah, I can't see. That'd be cool.
God.
The script I'm writing is really violent, so that's why I'm still in that headspace of violence.
Yeah, dude. I don't watch enough violent stuff. Do you watch how do you get into a violent headspace?
I mean, I like violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of the shit just there's some
Like
some
violence,
stuff.
like just domination or like
gore, like
just physical
body gore.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, that scene in Irreversible, that's pretty violent.
Yeah, I didn't like really having you kind of forced me to watch that with my eyes wide open.
Blood, stabbing, killing, straight violence.
Yeah, violence is fine, dude.
You need to incorporate violence into your comedy. You start attacking the crowd, physically harm them.
I mean, some people
Make
would say what I was doing by saluting was pretty fucking harmful.
yeah, people get upset at
I
that.
think my set is somewhat harmful to people.
But physically violent now.
Dude, yeah, yeah. Start punching people
You think this is
who disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a joke.
Laugh now.
Should people bleeding?
It would be pretty wild to see you just go full clown, crazy clown, full out psychotic up there. But compose, you'd have to hold it together.
Well, yeah. So a clown, but or a woman. I go. Is that the same thing?
You could do the same
Is
thing.
that the same thing?
Oh.
I mean, if I'm gonna put on makeup, I might as well.
You might as well
be
just go up as a
a girl.
woman.
I keep saying that I will do this. I don't want. I shouldn't actually try and
But go as a
fruition.
serial killer.
Yeah, but also I'm gonna kill it. That's
There's this weird tension between the audience. You're is this guy gonna kill me?
or fuck rape me
Or-
whatever.
Or
Just have
am I
sex
gonna
with me.
Yeah. Or is
Yeah,
he
do
gonna
it.
kill me? One or two.
That is the thing. It's still a man with man strength. I mean, unless she's stabbing herself in her leg with the vampire medicine.
That's what it is. Vampire medicine they take.
Ozempic, estrogen, any of the stuff that turns you into a superhuman. It's oh, dude, you can probably blur out this guy's name, but oh my god, fucking has been at every mic that I've been at lately.
Who is that?
Dude, he's the fucker you're always asking me about. Fucking
Big Dick Johnson.
Big Dick Rich.
Has he been killing it?
God, dude, that guy is creepy. That guy scares these.
He's really weird.
He is, dude.
It's a weird superiority. There's a weird thing going on with him too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's. God, I hate because fuckers get to go up. They go up at Ridley's one time because they took that class and they think they're worth anything.
You
It's
take a class and then you get to go up.
yeah. Some people take the class twice because I just can wanted the stage time. I just took the class again so I can get the stage
You
time.
pay for the class.
Yeah, it's like a $200 class or something,
Gotcha.
which is fine. $200 for a spot's a good spot too. You know. Or you just go to their open mic or something. But dude, this guy followed me on Friday, and I mean, God, I should have just been the closer. Sheila should have just been like, "Fuck, Rich, get out of here."
Did he say anything about your set?
No, of course not. This guy's terrified of me. And you can't tell if he's looking at me because he's got that fucking because he was
He's
so,
got a weird squint, and I think he has a lazy eye.
yeah, because he was so inflated. So when they deflated him, the eyes all fucked.
He has that thing.
He's probably blind in
Remember,
one eye.
he used to say he was really fat.
Yeah,
He's
it's this whole thing. He's a
got the
vampire.
thing. He's got the serial killer thing.
Yeah.
Where he was,
Oh,
and now he's
when did we say that about? Who did we
Kohberger.
Oh, right.
Brian Kohberger.
Rich.
Brian Kohberger.
Well, there you have it, folks. So just look out for fat guys who turn skinny.
Anyways, I mean, dude, whatever.
What?
He went up afterwards. And I kind of fled the room.
You
I don't
ran?
know.
You left?
I don't know. Never mind. I've already highlighted. It was just I killed the room, and then he went up there, and it was just Jesus, dude. This is crazy that we don't just cut things off and.
Oh, he
For the
started
show
saying
to
about
find-
you. Oh, okay. You cleared it. I got you.
I don't know. I'm just like sucking my own dick up here. It's just we should have talked about something else. I should have just moved on.
We can.
I hype myself up way too much for doing these like piss mics. It's really
It's
really a beautiful delusion in and of itself.
Well, we just had the one side of it, and now we see the. It's great. It's great. Well, we took it to the sundown.
Yes, we did. As always, we've
I won't say we burned the
Provided.
midnight oil, but it's a nice time. I had a good.
yeah, I think I did not exceed my expectations of how I wanted the night to go. I think I faltered. I think I fumbled the bag, and I want to apologize to the viewer right now for how my performance tonight. It was sloppy, and I'll be better next week. You know, that's all I want to add.
Well, you gotta adore Jacob's honesty, folks. It's with these comics; they're really honest people. It's
Yeah, I
one
mean,
thing
I
you
just
gotta
want to
know.
provide a good product here, and I just don't think that I did that.
I thought it was a good episode.
Problem is I try to talk too heady, like I fucking know a fucking shit, or like
I think it adds to the show.
I hope so, but I think it just seems like this guy's a fucking dumb retard. He needs to talk less. I need to think more, or maybe I don't.
Think less, talk more.
Again, I just need to like chew up more time. I need like another year in the time chamber before I'm like ready for like consumption.
Hey, folks, it's better than TikTok.
It's better than TikTok. Internet, bye bye. Yeah.